1, 2, 3, 4. Go back to bed. Go back to bed, little ones, and do not eat any of my virgin queens. There. I put the word on them. They'll do what I say. Thank you for coming into my world, guys. You know, it's all about, it's all about the birds. And you know what else? Oh yeah, I'm looking here. I don't see any bees on my sweet almond today. This thing's just phasing out of this bloom. It's going to be cranking up another one. This thing blooms year round. Yes, guys, it blooms year round. I've got another one right here. It's going in there. So yeah, the squash keeps on going. I've harvested, I don't know, probably 35 nice squash. We have more to go. Look at there, more to go. They're hiding in here. Oh, little rabbit just took off. He's hiding in here too. We have some more coming here. It just keeps going, guys. It keeps going with my Mayan Indian dirt. I love this. Yes. Katuk is coming along nicely. I just took some cuttings. I moved that one from the circle out front. That looks a little bit what they call variegated. I'm looking at the leaf on it. That one there, I took a top off of it, and I took one off down there too. So we're going to fill this bed up. Brazilian pepper is just screaming here. This thing's going to be full of berries by... This is the fastest growing crop, guys, in the world. Fastest growing plant. I mean, I'm not kidding you. This thing is crazy fast. We're still harvesting elder. Matter of fact, this one needs to be harvested right now. And so does that one there. Oh, there's one over there too. I've got enough to make maybe... I get this stuff harvested, I got enough to maybe make 2 quarts of tincture, elder tincture. What is this crazy contraption here, guys? Look at this thing. This is my Maggot Maker. Look at that little chicken. She's going to eat them flies coming around there. This thing is full of catfish tails, hardhead catfish, saltwater. I was fishing the other day. And there's 8 tails in there. I cut him off in about half the body, and the tail end is in there, with a little bit of leftover mullet I put in there. You don't really want smell-o-vision right here, guys. Yeah, I've got the little lizards. They're coming in here like crazy, hanging out, going for these flies. Yeah. Chickens laid an egg out here. You're putting them in the wrong spot. Oh well. Yeah, what I did is I bored 4 holes in that bucket, one across from each other both ways at the top. I put a piece of plastic garbage bag on there with a string for now, but I'm going to change that out and just put a lid on it. I'm looking inside this hole here. It's an 1.5 inch hole. The flies are just laying all over it. In the bottom of this bucket, I put about 8 or 10 1/2-inch holes in it with a paddle blade. And what's going to happen, the chickens are already starting to scratch out. Maggots falling through that bucket, and they're eating fly maggots coming through that bucket. Very high nutrition for the chickens. Free food. It's free food. Yeah. Free food. So every time I go fishing, I'm going to put a plastic lid on. I have an extra I'm going to put on the top of this thing. So yeah, that's a little trick we're doing there. And let's go over here and look at this other part of the equation. The Steveos World. You're in my world right now. And why are you in my world? That's what I want to know. But I know why that you're in my world. It's good for your soul, okay? Alright, what are the girls doing here today? Okay guys, well, you know, when you're in my world, it's just all about the birds and the bees. Yes, it is. It's a beautiful thing. Gave them another load. They completely cleaned that out the other day. Filled that up for them. So we've got that going on. On the 26th. The 26th. We've got two nooks we got to check. We got two nukes we're going to check, and over at the other yard, I was there yesterday and gave another jar of syrup. Here is another sweet almond. I'm going to let this thing get huge. I just put fertilizer on it and red mulch. Pineapples are coming along nicely. Oh, here's another one I didn't see. This one popped up. There may be more. Oh, look at here. Look at here, guys. Look at here. Look at that. Be careful with these. See this? See the saw blades on this stuff, guys? Yeah. We have an invasive vine issue. We'll have to clean that out. Oh, let's go up front. I got to show you something. I think it's kind of cool. This is kind of cool here. Little mint, longevity spinach, hibiscus. Just fertilized that. That thing's coming out beautifully green. It's coming into my world nicely. Moringa's doing beautiful. I've got to top it some more and get some more powder. I went through 5,000 double-aught capsules. I've got to order more capsules because I'm taking about 4 of those a day. I planted in more longevity spinach in here. And all you do is you clip it here and there and take a long screwdriver and shove it in the ground and water these a couple times a day. But yeah, look what's going on here. This here, I'm doing something a little bit cool. What are you doing, Steveo? This is called air layering. Air layering. Yes. Look at that. That thing got damaged right there, and it's still growing fine. Yeah, this is air layering, and what you do here is you take peat moss or cocoa coir, and you take about I don't know, about 50-50 mix. You can cocoa coir or peat moss. In this case, I use peat moss. And you take perlite, 50-50. You wet it down, get it nice and wet, but you want it to be able to pick it up and wring out the water. You just got a few drips. And what you're gonna do on that particular leaf, plant there, or limb rather, what you do is you come in on a section. Say you want to harvest this top up here. You come in and you cut all the way around with your knife, all the way around there, and you come down about an inch or so lower, make another cut, or all the way around, all the way to the hardwood. Then you take your knife and you split it down, and you peel that bark off. Now you've exposed the cambium layer. Now what you're going to do is take your knife and scrape all of that cambium layer off of there. All off. Got to come off. If you don't, it'll reconnect itself. Then you're going to take rooting hormone, the powder rooting hormone, and get a little paintbrush. I use the solder brushes, like for people that are doing soldering work. I take those brushes, you can get a whole pack of them, they're cheap, and you just paint it on heavily, all that rooting hormone. Then you're going to take a quart Ziploc, and you're going to fill it up with your potting mix, your perlite and your peat mixture, the wet. Fill that bag up. And then you're going to take that bag and you're going to split it. Put a knife cut right down through this, not through the zip part of it, and you don't punch out the bottom, just the side of it. Then you're going to go in and just put it on there right along like you're making like a hot dog bun, and you're going to put that thing around there. But before you do that, tie a loop of string here and have it about 2.5 feet long. As soon as you get it on there, and put a slip knot on it where you can pull it up tight around that baggie that you've enclosed there. And then you wrap it up and leave a tag end on one end of it, a long tag end where you made your little loop, and then you pass your line through it to make a slip knot. And then you cinch that up tight, and then you go round and around that bag, pinching it up, and then you tie it off tight. The last thing you're going to do is get some tin foil and wrap around that. You don't want the sunlight getting out that bag. I've also started something here, and this is a technique, and I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm trying it. And it looks like I need to add a little more water. So what I'll do is take a syringe and poke in here at the top and fill this thing up till it comes out the syringe, comes out that syringe hole that I created. But we're going to see if this works here. They say it does, and if it does, that's cool. I can come back after this is growing roots in this bag. I can cut it off here and plant it. But see, now with this air layering technique, it's pretty cool, because what's happened, this branch has made fruit before. So if you planted this thing from a little seedling or whatever, it's going to take at least 3 years before you see fruit. When you do air layering technique, you don't wait that long. We've done 2 of them. And what I'll do is bring you guys back in 5 or 6 weeks. And we're going to take that foil off and see if we've made roots. If we've made roots, I'm going to sever that tree limb right down there, and we're going to plant that thing. So I'm feeding the ducks here. They're fertilizing the heck out of this thing. I had like 11 or 12 ducks come in here every day feeding on this. And what I've done here, oh, the raccoons found it. I put 2 chicken eggs. Yep, the raccoons found them. I went online and found out what size Muscovy duck hole they want in their nest box. And this tote tub here, something you'd feed your horse in, right? I had one of these extra. I painted it brown to kind of blend in here. It was orange. And then I put extra weight on it with some bricks. And what I did was dug out and put a little piece of plywood in there. But underneath that, I put in a bunch of boric acid to keep the ants out. And I did the same thing under here. A whole huge nest of carpenter ants moved under here because I'm feeding the ducks here, and they like it cool under there. They're coming out, eating some of that, getting the water, and they're living under there. So I had a huge nest of them under, so I powdered that really well and then put the tub back. So we'll see. And I put 2 chicken eggs in here, and they've been in here for a whole week, but last night a coon finally found it. I figured he would. I figured he'd come in and find this. But if I can get the ducks to lay an egg in here, I will start taking those eggs. But I'm going to get a fake egg to trick them and put a fake egg in there. And that will help keep the coon out of here too. The coon, I don't think he's going to go in there. He's going to realize, he may bite on it, but he's going to realize it's not a real egg, and he'll leave it alone. But the duck's going to see that egg in there, and it may coax him into laying. I know they're in that swamp right over there, that little pond right there across the fence. They're in there. They've got nests in there. There's probably at least 4 hens in there laying eggs. But that's on my neighbor's property, and I'm going over there to fool around. But anyway, I thought it'd be cool if I could get them to laying in that box. Then I could steal the eggs out and save 7 days worth. Because you don't want to keep your eggs more than 7 days. And get 7 days and then go ahead and incubate those. Alright, very good. That's the little trick we're doing there. So let's go over here. Hello, Mr. Lizard. Hello, Mr. Lizard. They are everywhere, guys. That particular lizard. Ooh, I've got to change this post out. It's rotting. Those came from Mexico, those little brown lizards. And there was none up here in '99 when I came up. But I moved bee equipment in from Oldsmar, and all my bee equipment had those lizards in it, and I didn't realize it. So now I have tons of those lizards here, and they breed like flies. Yeah, I gotta get to... My moringa's got some yellow leaves on it. I may have to put down some Epsom salts around that. I think that'll help them. I've got a little something here I'm doing also. Cuttings. And I put them in this one here. This one here is a mulberry, and I put it in a potato. I took a bamboo skewer and went in and made a hole. Then I took this little clipping and I had it in water, and I dipped it in rooting horn mode, and I stuck it right in that potato. Now how long this potato will last, I don't know. I'm going to open it. Looks pretty steamy in there, so I'll open it up. So it'll be cool if that goes. Here's some more here I've done. This is Katuk. That's Katuk. And I marked it on there and what the date was that I did it. This is an orange tree. This came off my wild orange in the back. And what I've created here is peekaboo cups. See the water down in there? I've cut little holes in this here, in this root, and I put it in the same mixture. All right. The beauty of the peekaboo cup is when this thing starts making roots, we'll be able to see them inside of this cup, into the peekaboo cup. But the roots don't like sunlight, so you put it down inside another one, nestle it inside another cup. See, another solo cup. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, Katuks. They're all Katuks except that one. And this one is a mulberry. So we're going to see how that goes. I left some open, and then I left some covered up. So that's that. I gave this a little fertilizer, and this thing is bloomed out and looking beautiful. Let's go inside here. Show you some of the inside world, what's going on. It's hot today, guys. In the 90s. Heat index probably 100. Humidity 80%. Okay. I took some Pakistan mulberry cuttings and in here, and you can see that she's coming out, blooming out. I mean, the leaves are coming out. They didn't have anything. They had just little stubs like this when I put it in water. But I'm trying a water deal and see, not yet. I haven't seen any roots yet. That's an experiment. This is a mulberry also in a peekaboo cup. Done the same way. There's another potato trick. That's also a mulberry. And then this one is This one is also a mulberry. So I'm trying some with the little domes on them. And hopefully these will go. If they do, I'll have a lot of mulberry going on. Alright, I got something else to show you. We got a lot going on here today. Alright guys, in the kitchen here, and ooh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that nice? This is what happens when you go keto or carnivore. I'm kind of leaning toward carnivore, but every once in a while I gotta have a little treat, you know. And Miss Daisy, I got her going on not totally carnivore, she's basically keto. And you know, that's where you incorporate some veggies, and there's certain kinds, not all veggies, but certain kinds. So when you're on this for a while, sometimes you get a craving, you know, you want to kill somebody, you know, and I don't want to die, so, you know, I don't want Miss Daisy to kill me. So we'll give her a little treat and make her happy. She likes peppermint chocolate ice cream. But you can't have the store-bought stuff like, you know, I won't name any names. You saw her on TV a while back showing off her freezer with all the gourmet ice creams in there and just laughing and giggling. See, that person there, and I know you know who I'm talking about, that person there is a perfect example that your brain does not function well on high carb, okay? You can't reason, you can't think well, okay? Once you convert your body to fat adapted, you get the cholesterol in your brain and your entire body, good healthy fats, and all of a sudden, guess what? Magic starts happening. The body, the human body, oh yeah, no doctor will tell you this, but the human body has the ability to heal itself. Amazing. It's amazing, isn't it? Unbelievable how the Creator figured this out. But most human beings are lost, okay? But it's coming around. You know, messengers, little messengers out there are helping you guys out. Maybe I'm one, you think? Okay, well, whatever. You know, for years, guys, I gave out as gifts bags of dog poop. And, you know, I just pissed off a lot of people. I just, you know, they didn't think it was funny, and they didn't appreciate it at all. So, anyway, I've changed it up a little bit. I've stopped giving out bags of dog poop, and I'm just, you know, changing my lifestyle a little bit and helping people instead of, you know, pissing people off. All right, so anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make some peppermint, chocolate peppermint ice cream. Yes, can you believe it? Now here's what we got. We got, for our sweetener, we're going to put in a little swerve. And this is a convectioner's kind. We're going to use a whole quart, or this is a 1 quart of heavy whipping cream. We've got pure peppermint extract, and we're going to put in half a teaspoon of that. And this vanilla, we're going to throw this in till we like it, you know. All right, so this is very simple to do. It's going to be beautiful. And I got to get something else. Hang on 1 second here. When I'm done here, I'm going to put this stuff in solo cups, okay? So here we go. Let's shake up the old cream here a little bit. Heavy whipping cream is what you want. This is healthy fats. Skim milk, a doctor will tell you to drink skim milk. Don't do it. It's a lie. It's another lie your doctor told you. You want good healthy fats. So look at this nice heavy whipping cream is what you're going for here, guys. Take that skim milk, mix it with a little bit of feed, and feed your wild hogs with it. they'll love it. And they'll fatten right up for you, okay? Now the chocolate, Hershey's chocolate, okay? We're going to guesstimate that. We're going to guesstimate this swerve. Okay. Now you're going to put a little of this swerve in here, and then you're going to taste it and see if your little sweetie buds like it, okay? We're going to see how your little sweet buds like it. Sorry about that. Miss Daisy hid the measuring spoons on me. Half a teaspoon. This is peppermint extract. Don't go crazy with this. Just half a teaspoon with this is plenty. Trust me. Trust me on that one, guys. All right, vanilla. You can get a little crazy with this if you like. This is so tough to do, guys. It really is. This is a tough one. Keto friendly ice cream. Very simple ingredients. When you have a loved one that you've converted over to keto and they start getting those cravings, before they kill you, cook you, and eat you, make them some of this stuff, okay? I'm just giving you a little heads up on that one. They're gonna love you for this, guys. I don't know if you guys are like me or not, but you're getting a little sick and tired of seeing everybody running around to the doctors, getting their metformin and all that. They're all diabetic. And what comes along with that? Oh, heart disease, kidney disease, heart failure, four-way bypasses. Yeah, the more sugar you eat, the more clogged up you get. The more healthy fats you eat, the better your life gets. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. Yep. Steveo said. Steveo says. Don't you hate it when somebody tells you the truth? You just can't believe it, can you? Your doctor's been lying to you all these years, telling you these bizarre stories that you need to be on all these drugs. Steveo was on no drugs whatsoever. 71 years old, no drugs. Didn't used to be. I was a doctor's delight. I'm not anymore. You shouldn't either. Just got to go down the path with old Steveo, the holistic path. You're gonna love it, baby. You're gonna love it. All right, this stuff is getting beautiful, guys. Now we're going to do a little taste test here. Let's do a little taste test here. Oh yeah. Perfect. I just guessed. We just guessed at it, guys. That's all we did. And we be done. Isn't that amazing? Now what I'll do, as a little treat, I'll put about that much in each one of these solo cups. And what I think I'll do, just as easier, I'll take a piece of tin foil and put over the lid and set it in the freezer. And that's it, guys. Thanks so much for coming by my base camp and make this ice cream. It's not going to jack your blood sugar. No, it's not. It's healthy fats. It's a great treat. And you'll love it. All right. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be happy. Be strong, because we got to keep getting her on. See ya.